Number 26, we're jumping off a diving board. You bounce up 6 feet per second and drop into the water. Your height is given by this equation here. Again, you will be given this equation on the test when you need to use it. You just have to do the first thing first. The directions on this problem say fill in the model. The test may or may not say that, but this is what you should do first. Fill in the v and fill in the h, the initial velocity and the initial height. So h equals negative 16 t squared plus the initial velocity. Well, I told us that there, 6 feet per second. And I'm going up, so it's positive. Plus the initial height, well, is a 12-foot diving board. Okay, that's part A right there. It probably won't ask you for that on the test. It may or may not, but you need to do that first. Fill in the V and fill in the H. You're going to use that throughout the rest of the problem. So part B, when do you hit the water? When they're looking for a T, hit the water, they're giving you a height of 0. So I'm going to use this information and plug it into what we got from part A. All right, this is the guy that I need to use on every problem. So my height is 0, negative 16 t squared plus 6t plus 12. I'm going to do this by quadratic formula. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write down both of my answers. So I got 2 different times that I could have hit the water. One of them was a negative time. Negative time doesn't make sense. One of them was about 1.07 seconds. That does make sense to me. What is your maximum height? Well, remember, if we look at this equation, I'm jumping off a diving board and then coming back down, right? Maybe a little bit lower into the water. So the maximum height is right here, aka the vertex. So I need to use the vertex formula of the original problem that we did in the beginning. That's why it's so important to do that in the beginning. So the original problem, or the vertex formula, is negative b over 2a. So it's negative 6 over 2 times negative 16, negative 32, which would give you 0.1875. Now remember, x, same thing as t, that's a time. They said, what is the height? They didn't ask for how long it takes. They said, what is the height? Well, I find my height by plugging times in here and here, and that'll help me find my height. So h equals negative 16 time squared plus 6 times my time plus 12. I got 12.56 feet. That was my maximum height.